Welcome back to Freedom Planet 2. Last time, we infiltrated the Bakunawa and put and the other one in their place. Now it's time to move closer to the ship's core to deal with Merga's final minion, Corazon. The next stage, Clockwork Arbetorum, is another key puzzle gauntlet along the line of Globe Opera. So all we gotta do is just find the key, then come back to the elevator, and then repeat until all keys have been obtained to fight the boss. Best part about this stage is that it gives me time to talk about everything that's dropped on the gaming side. First, let's talk about Konami's Tokyo Game Show presentation. While the big boys of Silent Hill F and Metal Gear Solid Delta will be playable on the show floor, along with smaller installments for Suikoden and Super Bomberman R, Konami seems to be going the same route as Acclaim, by publishing titles from indie devs and smaller developers alike. One of these games from the former side that has caught my eye is the puzzle game Sunset Hill, developed by Cotton Games and currently available for iOS, Android, and Steam. Konami will be handling the publishing of the game in Japan for its home console debut, with a full demo on the show floor, along with a special sticker set from Indie Tech Demos. Sunset Hill is a picture book-style nostalgic puzzle adventure that follows Nico, a protagonist who became a novelist after leaving the military. On a journey through various cities to see his former comrades in arms, he encounters a variety of people and events. Though the puzzles he solves along the way and the experience he gains, Nico grows as a person, not just ravaged from the war he fought, but hopefully into something better. And the true purpose of his journey will slowly emerge. I hope after this show that a free demo will be available on the eShop, along with a set date for the game's release on console. Because between MEO and the 100 line, I'm in the mood for more of these visual novel style games. On the latter end of Konami's showcase is their ground floor for Trails of the Sky first chapter remake. Set to release this Friday, courtesy of Gung Ho Entertainment in the States, this remake already has a public demo ready to go on the eShop, PlayStation Network, and Steam. But at the show floor, there will be a full concert by Nihon Falcon's in-house band, JDK. This concert will be live streamed on Saturday and Sunday during Konami's presentation for the show. And I'm hoping to see it for myself, as I usually tend to ignore this kind of comments. But, like Sega, Konami has put their own mystery title into the presentation, and that could be anything. I hope it's time for a new Castlevania, thanks to the success of the Netflix show. So, not another collection, not a gotcha money sink, and not a pachinko machine. A full, original Castlevania titles for all consoles and PC. On the demo side, not only do I have the Trails in the Sky demo loading onto my Switch, but on the PC end, we got Digimon Time Stranger and Roland Rascal next in the Steam queue. But joining them on that side is Rogue Flight, another space shooter in the vein of Sega's Afterburner and Nintendo's Star Fox. Game is currently out on Steam for $19.99, but said demo will let me see if it's worth the price. Shame we didn't get a new announcement for a new Star Fox on Friday's Nintendo Direct. But now that we've gotten the sides out of the way, let's talk the Nintendo Direct. Opening with the Mario anniversary portion. We got the game that the second film will be based on, 2007's Super Mario Galaxy. Personally, I thought if Galaxy was going to be adapted, it would have been the third or fourth film in the series, not the second. But I'm happy we're getting it, along with much of the previous cast and staff returning to the film. Still in the director's chair is Teen Titans' own showrunners Aaron Horab and Michael Gillette, along with writer Daphne Fogo, sorry for that pronunciation. Prior to the Mario movie, Fogo was really only known for penning the script for Minions, The Rise of Gru, and the Lego Movie 2. Two films I've had no real desire to see. While the Super Mario Galaxy movie will be out on April 3rd, 2026, with what I assume a premiere on Peacock by the end of June. But on the gaming side, the hype train begins on October 2nd, when the Galaxy duology releases on the original Switch. Supposed collection will be running on eShop for $39.99 a pop, while the physical collection runs for the much maligned $69.99. I'm part of the problem because I'd still buy it for both of those things, along with the space theme amiibo that will be coming out alongside the movie. Moving back to Earth, Super Mario Wonder will also be getting a Switch 2 edition this spring. Maybe we'll get it around March, and will focus on both cooperative and competitive multiplayer. Whether I'll be doing that part for the channel will depend on whether I can find someone to play with me for those levels, either locally or online. Also need to know how much it will cost for the other levels. Finally, we have a new Yoshi game called Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, and I assume this is what Goodfield's been working on in the background since Princess Peach Showtime was released, but Nintendo didn't say he was the developer of the game. Gonna keep my eye on that one just to be safe. Moving into the non-Mario parts of the Direct, we have our release dates for Hyrule Warrior Age of Imprisonment, Metroid Prime 4, but not Tomodachi Life or Rhythm Heaven Groove. The latter of the Switch exclusive games didn't get brought up at all, while the former has been moved to be released this spring. So I guess. As for the Switch 2 releases, Metroid Prime 4 is set to release on National Cookie Day, December 4th. So get yourself a pack of your favorite cookies and ride on the new motorcycle Samus is using for this adventure to explore the open areas of desert shown off in the trailer. Or grab a group of fans for Octopath Traveler 0 if that's your preference. Also, I really hope that the amiibo of the motorcycle isn't that big, because I only have so much space on my shelf for it, especially with its price of $40. They really trying to push us out. As for Hyrule Warriors, that will be released on November 5th, 2025, 2 weeks before Kirby Air Riders, which will be getting its own Direct sometime before release, and just a few days while every other studio is shooting to release on Halloween Eve and Day. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD2D, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, Nina the Hollower, Tales of Xillia Remastered. Man, it's gonna be a busy Halloween for the gaming industry, and only one, maybe two of these games are considered really spooky. Speaking of Dragon Quest, the next game to get the reimagining is Dragon Quest VII. Last released in 2013 for the 3DS, this remake brings it up to a quality similar in fashion to the Romancing Saga 2 remake released last year. While Square Enix or Nintendo have announced the developer, it will be released on February 5th for all platforms. And I just learned that the producer for this remake is one of the associate producers for the last Dragon Quest Monsters game. So good on him, Onikawa-san, to get his first project, or possibly with a bit more autonomy. Next, I got a bit of a mixed bag from Capcom because, well, we're finally getting the a native port to the modern Resident Evil game, Biohazard Village Requiem. I was hoping the remake trilogy would be announced alongside with them. And outside of the umbrella of the stars, Mega Man's got a new collection coming this year, but it's not Legends. Instead, it's Star Wars, the Mega Man X2 Battle Networks classic. I was never really into this series, so for those who did, enjoy. And hopefully this will mean that a Legends collection will be on the way by this time next year. Finally, the One More Thing game was, to my surprise, a brand new Fire Emblem title, Fortune's Wheel. In this game, the members of our army are joining an Olympic battle royale called the Heroic Games, with the winner gaining a wish from the Divine Sovereign of the land. Of the game's 4 lords, each has their own reason for entering and wanting to prize. Kai is trying to save his father's life, Theodora is looking for strength to lead her people, Dytrix is looking to confront something that happened earlier in his life, and Lita is a woman out for vengeance against an unknown man that I guess we'll probably cross paths with once the games are over, or possibly during it. But the biggest surprise of Fortune's Read is its supposed ties to three houses, not only with some of the weapons resembling the hero's relics, but the return of an older Sophis welcoming you to her tomb at the end of the trailer. While many are thinking that Fortune's Weed is a direct sequel to Three Houses, I believe that it is a prequel detailing a time when Sophis and her family were the god monarchs of the city-state made of Nalatea. I believe it's his version. I believe this is because his version of Sophis is not the child he takes into account, but an older, taller form. Personally, due to the form he took before the war against Argotha took place, and possibly sets the stage on why the founders of the Lilac in the first place, eventually becoming those that slither in the dark. But we'll see as more information comes out en route to his 2026 release, exclusively for the Switch 2. But what did you folk like or dislike about the Nintendo Direct? Let me know in the comments, and please, keep it civil if you do. Honestly, the only thing I really didn't like about this Direct wasn't the DLC for Donkey Kong Bonanza, which just seems to be a collectathon speedrun level added in for the post-game, or Pokemon Legends locking off the X and Y starters Mega Form under ranked mode. The real goose egg comes from the Virtual Boy being the newest console added to Nintendo Switch Online, and requiring a full shell priced at $100 to play these games. Honestly, as much as going back to do this all again, who even wants this? And who even wants it for this price? Seriously, how is anyone even going to be able to record off that? Well, lessons have to be learned, and this lesson is you can't really put crap out and expect it to sell. This is probably something very cheap for Nintendo to make, and something that isn't going to really hurt them in the long run. But we have another piece of the puzzle of Nintendo's backlog now available for modern audiences. Still hoping for the Wii and the DS to make them jump next, because that's where the real money, and probably be where I jump to the expansion pack to get. Honestly, I feel like, oh crap, the centipede's back. Fortunately, this time I don't actually have to fight it. As long as I stay ahead of it, it won't be able to catch up or attack me. But I also see why the spikes were thrown in there. They're there to trip you up. Look, go! Bounce! And just one more. Did it. Toodles! Ooh, went to the wrong side. Really hope this doesn't change anything. Okay. Alright, other one down. Yep. Up. Ooh, there is something up down the line. Recently, I just got Chrono Gear, the GalaxyTrail's newest title, Chrono Gear. That game is currently available for $20 on Steam. And after playing through it, I'm probably just gonna get that and maybe GalaxyTrail once I finish playing the demo. So expect to see that in the near future on the channel. Come on, stop bouncing me back. There we go. Oh, I see where I gotta go now. There we go. Alright, just 2 more to go. And no, the jumping does not help you go any faster. Really, Merga? You just gonna keep going all this sauce again. Like, drip me up. Okay. Well, let's see how it goes out. Almost there. Get a little bit closer. Spring. Alright, just one more floor. And an extra life, just in case I need it. Honestly, I just wish part of the game let it carry over. And this just seems to be a rest area, so it's boss fight once I put that key in. And on cue.
And here comes the cavalry. Merga was pretty adamant nobody get past this point, So, unless you want a spanking, I'd say turn around and don't come back. Then it looks like we're going to do this the hard way.
Wait.
Looks like we've got ourselves
And I'm
a
not talking
bandit.
about
Hunger
poles.
factor 10!
Pretty much this is just a repeat of her first fight. Like, all we gotta do is just keep on her for the first phase. Attack as much as you can. Dodge your boost, and flips. Oh, and the guns. But the second half of the fight, now we gotta do this in the air. Here and keep up and around. Basically, Corazon will be flipping around and the part's still shooting at us. But once we catch up to her, there, that's all you gotta do. 2, 3.
Cyclone!
Come on, keep up. Great, almost there. And down she goes. All of Merga's minions are down.
Corey. So...
Oh, hey,
this
Carol.
is super awkward. You can do what you want. I'm done. If you see Merga, tell her I quit. Thanks, Corey.
I'm pretty sure
Let's go,
nobody really
Carol.
gets to quit
You
her
guys
when
go
she's
on
trying
ahead.
to
My sister
cause
and I
ecological
need to talk.
damnation on a planet. And I'm sure you two can talk it out. But that's gonna do it for this week's part of Freedom Planet. Next time, we move forward into the next region. Until then, folks.